Hey guys, welcome back. So today I want to do a chat spat and I want to talk all about the pros and the cons of the beauty community. Oh god. For most of us, there are a lot more cons than there are pros when it comes to the beauty community, and that is something that I find incredibly sad and irritating at this point in my hormonal journey. I find it's almost unacceptable and I get very irritated. So I do want to talk about the cons because there are a lot of them, but there are also a lot of positives and pros when it comes to the beauty community that I think a lot of people overlook. And I want to bring light to those as well. So I thought that we could talk about both ends of the spectrum. That way we can vent a little and get it out, because no matter what people say, that does help. It's not being negative. It's not being nasty. It's not being jealous. Sometimes when you love something a lot, like the beauty community, and you're very involved in it, you're going to want to vent about things, and if you keep that inside, that will make you become a bitter and negative person. So as long as it is constructive and, you know, adult, mature venting, then I am all for it, and I think that it is acceptable and I'm okay with that. So we can do a little bit of that in the comment section, as long as it does not turn hateful or nasty or name calling. And we can also talk about the pros and spread a lot of positivity. That's something that I think that we need. So if this is something that interests you and you want to know what my pros and cons are of the beauty community, then just sit tight and we'll get right into it.
Every time we touch, your hands are colder, colder.
So let me hike up my dress here because it's still hot as Satan's fart bubble. Yes, I am keeping that saying. And let's start off with the cons, because we're going to start off with a bang here. Now this con for me is something that actually has started recently. And maybe in the past like 6 months, 10 months, maybe even a year, depending. My timelines suck. But I feel like it's something that's happened recently, and that is the fact that all of the bigger YouTubers review, talk about, share, do videos on the same things. The exact same things. There is no uniqueness, no originality in the bigger YouTube realm. And I'm talking about Manny, Laura, Jeffrey, Tati, and it does trickle down, because for most people, you take what's popular, what's trending, and you do videos on that to try to gain popularity, to try to gain subscribers, and try to be noticed by brands and such, and viewers. And if you do that, then you end up making the same videos as these bigger YouTubers who are all making them at the same exact time as well. Like the PR hauls. I personally love PR hauls, but you have to have like 50K and under for me to watch them. Otherwise, I'll only watch one. And I have said this so many times. I give this advice to anyone who's like, oh, what bigger YouTubers do you love? I say, you know what, they're all Stepfordly the same. Pick one of them, watch them, and whatever they put out, you've seen them all. And it's sad to say that, but it is really kind of true. And it doesn't matter, like, who you're watching, how good they are or how bad they are, if they're friends, if they're not. They all put out the same things, the same looks, the same products, the same reviews, the same hot trends. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. So if you watched one, you've watched them all. And it is sad. You know, and I do watch more than one bigger YouTuber, but it's based on personality at this point. But that's another con of mine, is that so many of them have the same personality. It's the same mannerisms. They're talking the same. They're going on the same vacations at the same time, the same brand trips. They're dressing the same. They're all taking advantage of the same trends. No one is making a point to be unique and original anymore. And it is trickling down to the middle YouTubers, the smaller YouTubers, because everybody's trying to gain the same success as them, or they, even as creators, look up to these people, or they just genuinely like, you know, the trends or whatnot. But it's all the same thing. And it's boring. I'm bored. I honestly don't even watch half of the videos in my feed anymore. I'm watching paranormal videos, documentaries, pranks, you know. I'm watching other things because I can't take it. And I do like how recently Jaclyn Hill did a video with her hair fucked up. Excuse me, her hair messed up. And, you know, she was sitting on her floor by her bed and her lighting wasn't perfect and she was talking about it. And everybody praised her, you know, about it. But the thing is Jacqueline's a perfectionist and she's the one that created this mess in my eyes, my opinion. I love Jacqueline. I have no problem with her at all. I watch her a lot. But I feel like she was the one that started the perfection with lighting and backgrounds and everything being perfect. You know, a lot of people, whether she really started it or not, a lot of people aspired to her for that. So I feel like she's going to go back to it. She's too much of a perfectionist. She's not going to sit there and bring her quality and her videos half down just to please her viewers. That's not something that she would do. Otherwise she would have done it a long time ago. So I hope that she would. I hope that a lot of people will, but I doubt that'll happen. My next con is the drama channels integrating into the beauty community. There are a lot of drama channels. There's Drama Alert, you know, there's all of those ones that cover more than the beauty community. But if you put them all together, all of the drama channels all together, more of the ratio of those drama channels only cover beauty drama. Only. And I absolutely hate that. I hate that the beauty community is one of the most negative communities on YouTube. It makes no sense. Does it make sense to you guys? It makes absolutely no sense that women do not uplift other women. Absolutely. Do we need to go back in time here? Like, I don't understand what is going on. I absolutely do not understand it. I don't understand why the black women's community of beauty creators have a harder time becoming a bigger creator than the white ones. And if you don't think that that's true, you need to do some research. It's disgusting. And I don't like the fact that, you know, all of that is grabbed onto by drama. And not only that, you guys, it's not only that the drama channels are hooked on the beauty community because we deliver the most drama. It's the fact that a lot of these creators, and a lot of you don't realize or know this, but they feed their own drama to these drama channels. They are in DMs and in messages and private messages, you know, contacting these drama channels and feeding the drama. And the drama channels are eating it up because it's views and subscribers for them. And they will feed it and feed it and feed it, whether it's true or it's lies. And a lot of you just don't understand that. And I think that the beauty community is so boring at this point that everybody's latching on to the drama channels. And I really hope, nothing against them, but I really hope that we can get back to the beauty community being more about what it was created for than the drama of it all. I understand why that has become a thing. We're bored. We want to know a little bit more about the people that we watch every single day and think that we know, but no. And the last thing that I want to talk about that I find to be a huge con, now I can sit here and I can talk for hours to you guys about the cons, but there are certain things that I think are more constructive to talk about sucking here in the community. So the last one that I want to talk about is the fact that and I've said this so many times, you guys, so many times, there is, since I started, honestly, I think I had 300 subscribers when I started saying stuff about this, the fact that nobody helps anybody out. And I don't want to say nobody because that's not true. There are a lot of people who try to do collaborations with different people all the time. They try to shout out good channels. They're always trying to help. But there's not very many. And I've noticed that the people who do that kind of thing, they're smaller. So as much as they're trying to help, they don't really help. They can't really help as much as maybe someone deserves or someone should be able to help. And it's really, really sad. And a lot of the viewers, if you collaborate or you shout someone out, they won't go check that person out. They won't go spread that positivity and help a channel grow. And that I find to be a huge problem. The larger YouTubers only collaborate with each other constantly. The same group of people constantly. And it's like, what does that do? Like, it becomes so boring. It's so boring. I want to see new people. I want to see people I've never heard of. I want someone fresh and new to watch. And once they start collaborating with one of their friends, they don't stop until they go through the whole circle again and again and again. And it's so repetitive and boring. And I wish that they would do something. A shout outs to medium-sized channels, a shout out to smaller channels that they like, because they're liars if they tell you that they don't watch smaller channels. That's where a lot of them get their inspiration. Let's just be real. And I wish I would see more of that in the smaller community too. I used to do it all the time, and I don't do it as much anymore, and I'm going to. That's one of my positives here, is the amazing amount of people that you can find here. There's not just the same old unoriginal BS Stepford people here. There are a lot of amazing, unique people here. So that is a really big con for me, is the fact that no one is helping anyone and everybody seems to be out for themselves, and it's hard because when it becomes a community where everybody's out for themselves, it's not really a community at that point. There's no togetherness. No one's bringing anyone up. You know, if someone comes out with a new collaboration with a company or a makeup product, everybody and their mother is just trying to find the drama and scandal or the negative about it. There's just no uplifting. And if there is, it gets smashed into the mud by all of the negativity. You know, and it's really, really sad. So those are like my 3 major cons, in my opinion, that I see that I'm starting to really not be able to stand about the beauty community. I want your guys' opinions down in the comments below on those 3 topics, and then you can give me yours. What are the top 3 problems that you see in the beauty community that they're really starting to just be too much? Now let's move on to the positive side, because there is a huge, beautiful, bright light in the beauty community that keeps it going, and it doesn't get talked about enough because we like to complain. We as in me. So like I said, my main positive about the beauty community is the amazing people that you can find if you dig deep enough here. There are amazing creators here, people that are flying so low under the radar and probably will stay there because they're not doing certain things to be noticed. They stay stagnant, and they probably always will, and they don't grow because they don't sell themselves to the devil, basically. And I like those people. I like the fact that they don't change and they don't go with the trends. They stick true to who they are, and they're completely honest. And that is something that is very rare in this community, and I want to shout them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a list of people in the description box, because I can't go through them all right now, or otherwise we'll be here for hours, which we already feel like we are, right? But I'm going to leave them in the description box, the link to their channel. I beg you to go check these people out, subscribe to them, leave them a very nice comment letting them know I sent you and that you're excited to get to know them. Leave just some kind of uplifting, nice comment for them, and maybe people will start to take that kindness and pass it on to somebody else. Maybe, just maybe. And these are people that I love, that I trust, that I think need more subscribers, need more light to them. They need to be the ones that are on the top, staying true to who they are and staying true to what the beauty community should be and should look like. And they are someone that I aspire to, and people that make me smile. So I think that you guys will definitely love them too. Another positive for me are the charities that I see going around, and that's coming from people like Laura Lee and Jeffrey and Manny as well. I know a lot of people rag on them, me included, but they do a lot of stuff that people don't see, and a lot of stuff that they do decide to show people, and a lot of it is charities. And I think that's such an amazing thing. I think that as a community, somehow we need to all come together and choose a few charities, and from the YouTube beauty community, you know, from us to you guys, and represent our community a little bit more positively and better than what is being shown when people are looking in. Because right now, I believe when creators, brands, you know, advertisers, YouTube themselves, when everybody is looking from the outside in on us, they're shaking their heads. And I really truly feel that way. Or they're rolling their eyes. Because I am. Because so many other people are. You know, if we were doing more good and sharing that than the next crazy handbag or the next, you know, let's burn a $5,000 bag, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. If we actually did everything that we could to not only show people ways of being beautiful, but to help, I think it would give us a better reputation, more opportunities, and just uplift the community as a whole. So that's really all I want to talk about, you guys. I don't want to keep this going because it's going to be way too long and you guys are probably already snoring through this. I'm sorry, but it's just something that I really care about the beauty community, and I love talking about the good and the bad. There is always a lot of bad to talk about, but there is also a lot of good that comes out of this community. The friends that you can make, even though it can be a challenge getting there. The opportunities that you can get, even though it is even more of a struggle to get there. You know, the surprise of never knowing what you may wake up to and get the opportunity to do. The love you get from your subscribers that are amazing. The people that are there every day commenting, every day watching. You know, that's a feeling that you cannot describe. A feeling of when you've watched someone for so long and that day where they respond back to you and thank you, or you get to meet them. There are feelings that come out of the beauty community that just can't replace anything else, and I don't want us to forget that. So go ahead and leave me your vents, frustrations, and your positives on the beauty community and everything that you love about it down below in the comment section, and let's just start a really good convo down there today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one.